Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Siffco, and I'm going to be talking about this early look of Trails into Daybreak, which is a Falcom RPG. I've talked about it on this channel before, Trails into Reverie and Trails of Cold Steel series. I'll probably link the video somewhere. You can check it out. If not, just check it out on my channel. That's the first one that I jumped into is Trails of Cold Steel. Is the series I jumped into. And Trails into Daybreak is a continuation of that timeline. And they are giving us a first look. And I have to re-record this because I had an echo on my audio. I'm just having issues. So I've already seen gameplay, but we're gonna have to do this video for you because I want to do this video and chat about it with you guys. So that's the story. So we're going to get an early look into the game, which comes out in June 5th, if I remember correctly on my head. And yeah, so let's check it out.
It definitely seems like they can have a significant impact on the game itself. I don't think there's multiple endings or anything like that. Here we can see Vaughn considering how to handle this thief, and we get the option here. We can either turn him in or put him to work to have to work off the broken bicycle.
Nice.
We're gonna put him to work here, though.
Nice. Decisions are new.
We're gonna instead of turning him into the coppers and leaving the guy with the stolen damaged bike in a bad spot, we're gonna skirt around the law a little bit.
Look, it's Trails. If you don't forgive everybody, or what series are we even playing anymore?
I know, right? Live and let live.
Yeah, so they're just speeding through the story. They're not even reading it. You know, so
get your law gray chaos alignment here.
Oh.
And you can see since I picked a gray choice, my gray alignment leveled up. So now, if there was some sort of event or
interesting
locked behind gray level 1, I would have access to that.
And if there's a delay, it's on their end. They've had some technical issues earlier.
So there's two other systems quick to go over that are just kind of minor. This game has achievements. It's got obviously your Steam, your Platinum Trophy achievements, but there's also in-game achievements to obtain. These are just kind of they're pretty simple. Do a bond, fight 25 different enemies, cook 15 different dishes.
So that's good. Bonds are still in there. I love bonds in their games, so that's good to know.
Small resources, like this is the equivalent of 500 mirror right here, and you can kind of just redeem these, and they kind of just give you a boost to your economy.
That's cool.
Some of them are U materials. There's some stat boost items in here.
It's pretty much the same to Trails of Cold Steel stuff.
It's just kind of an additional system to reward you for doing well in the game or getting further in the game and help you, keep a leg up on the money.
In Reverie a little bit with the Reverie corridor.
Yeah, super cool. Super cool.
And then the last system is the gourmet system.
Let's go.
This is one of my favorite additions to this game.
Let's go.
You now are rewarded for being an absolute glutton in this game.
Oh my gosh.
There are different types of foods you can buy from shopkeepers. Here we can buy a family-style galette. And this gives us 1,100 gourmet points when we use.
I like the eyes here. This little UI. I can't remember right now if that's how it was in the previous games, but I like it.
Amassing these gourmet points for a first-time eat, you will actually get stat bonuses given to your characters.
Finally. Finally, there was like benefits and stuff that you had for the previous, like if you made food and stuff. But yeah, I'm glad they kind of worked on that to really make it, they're probably like, hey, we got this food system already in the game. Do we take it out or do we just go with it and like, yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It was fun to get like Fee or Laura to cook something, and then they would say something. That was cool. So fishing, and cooking are a Falcom hit, I guess.
We spent like what 45 minutes kind of going over this. This portion in the speedrun would probably be like 2.
Yep.
If that.
So, but
About that, we if we had just a tiny bit more time, which I mean we could stretch it.
Roll
We could,
out.
In the meantime, while Beef is occupied with that, do you want to
do we want to do it?
give our closing thoughts, Kumo?
yeah, I mean, I still need to finish Reverie myself, but I'm only that far behind.
Oh my gosh.
Looking
I thought I was the only one.
interesting seeing how this series has progressed and changed with each new iteration of the games.
If you're not necessarily the greatest at action combat, you can sort of use to help avoid taking damage. The main benefits to doing these these field battles is that they are sort of a lot faster and a lot more engaging than some of the old older types of the command
Yeah.
battles where you're just doing your normal turn-based combat. However, you do still, at any moment in time, when in combat, you are able to switch into your normal Trails-based combat. We are now in a turn-based. You can see up at the top there, we kind of have that delay line of the turn order. And the numbers on the characters there indicate whose turn order it is and the turn order you'll have. So the enemy is up next, then it's Agnes and Fairy, and Vaughn is my current turn. Those numbers were hidden in the original releases of this game, and I was actually told they were added to be default visible, or at least have an option to make them always visible in the newer versions of the game for release, which is a huge quality of life improvement. I still think...
So here, as you can see, the gameplay is not turn-based, but yes, it is as well. So it's kind of best of both worlds. I've already watched this before, and there was issues with my audio. So what happens is the battle system is like Final Fantasy, where it's just live. You're able to hit the opponents that you see, and there's numbers, and you attack it that way and defeat it that way. But they also got these attack commands, where basically it's turn-based, not as time freezing, where it seems like you're still able to plan your attack and do things that way, or fight that way, and which is really just best of both worlds. This is just one of those Falcom details where they're like, we know our player base loves this, and maybe they'll love this faster paced one too, but we're going to keep the turn-based somewhat in there as well, as a way to kind of ease them into this. Maybe their plan is to kind of ease them into that. And if they, from what I've seen, if they have like a turn-based-ish and a faster paced non-turn-based, that's great. If they're able to do their own thing and that doesn't hurt development where they have to cut content and stuff. But just props to them. It looks good. Graphics look more modernized. It's not top of the line, best of the best, but you know, for these RPG anime style, I'm a fan, especially of the Trails series and what they're doing here in Falcom. So I look forward to playing this. I'm probably going to get this day one. I still haven't finished Reverie, and it's only because I don't want Reen's story to end. Reen and Laura are just legit. That's my go-to, and I just enjoy the story so much. And Trails of Cold Steel 4 was just kind of like, oh man, I can't believe it's over. Because you play Trails of Cold Steel 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's Reverie right after that. And so you're just kind of like, wow. It's literally one of the most invested, other than Mass Effect or Dragon Age, Baldur's Gate 3, This is the most like invested I've other games that I've put in, because each game is like 70 hours plus if you take your time with everything, and so you're really invested in it. I did talk about it on this channel. I wanted to do all of the games, and I probably will at some point. It's a long story. But I do have the first one as a newcomer into the series, and so I'll probably link that somewhere. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and thanks for being here. And I would appreciate it if you left a like, and if you want to subscribe too, even better. It makes my day. And thanks again. I will see you next time.